If you're like me, you hate using supports when you're doing 3D printing. So when I'm designing a part for 3D printing, I like to design it in a way that requires as few supports as possible. One of the big things that will kill the success of a print is overhangs and bridges that have interruptions like this. Bolt holes on bridges are practically impossible to print without using supports, unless you do what I do. So what I do is I go ahead on the plane that will have the bridging involved, go ahead and create a new sketch. We're going to make a circle the size of that bolt hole, and we are just going to extrude this upwards so it's flush with the bottom, the thickness of one print layer height, which is negative 0.2 millimeters in this case. Now the floor of that piece is flush. What that allows us to do is that when this prints, it'll be able to print edge-to-edge bridging using these webs as the tether for the edge-to-edge print. When this side prints, the bridge will have nothing to tether to over here, and it will fail. And this is why those bridge prints are failing. So I've sliced this print, and I've stopped it right at the layer where the bridge forms. And if you come down here, you can watch the print head as it travels through this print. And it's going to do the walls first, and then you'll notice it's going to start trying to print that bolt hole in midair. There's nothing there holding that up if you're printing this without supports. That is going to fail every single time. Then, since that bolt hole is not there, you can see that it's going across, doing edge-to-edge bridging, and it's attaching to something that already exists, so it has no problem doing that. But on the other side, when it gets to that bolt hole section, there is no middle section in there for it to attach to. When it's doing all these little turns in midair, there's nothing for it to bond to. Though that whole entire section will fail. So one way you can slightly help it is to select print infill first, so it won't try to print that circle hanging out in midair, but it's still not going to work. We'll go ahead and slice plate. We're at that layer, and we'll rewind the print. So now it does that side first, but since there's still print underneath that, it still has plenty of stuff to bond to, so no problems there. On this side, the bridging works fine until you get to where the bolt hole is, and now these bridges are trying to make a U-turn in midair, and there's just nothing for them to bite onto, and it's basically like trying to print a diving board. It's just not going to work. And here are the results. This first one was printed with supports, so both sides pretty much look the same. No real benefit there to doing it. This one was printed perimeters first, then infill. And as you can see, the side without the hole filled in just failed miserably. But the side on the left still worked, no supports on this print. This one also no supports, but this was infill first, then perimeter. As you can see, this side still failed terribly. This side still worked fine. So if you want to ditch your supports for overhangs like this, just fill in that whole one layer thickness so that your bridges are continuous, and it'll print fine. Top side, they're pretty much the same. I almost forgot to add that to open up the holes on the left, I just used a soldering iron to do a quick pass around to melt that opening back up, and then I just cleaned up the edges with a razor blade.